Oh yeah, DraftKings Casino has your playbook for gaming action all season long, son. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over 400 million have already been awarded. Wow! New players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. Download the app, use code NOCHASER5 and claim your spins after your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for featured game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
You're calling.
God, you should have a warning. I'm dangerous. I'm falling. I can't go down. It's in my head spinning round. You're toxic, I'm slipping under.
What's up, y'all? No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blaze.
Wow, what a treat. What a treat. Okay, we got a very special guest today. Normally I told y'all I don't bring in people I don't know. But today this is Rick's friend. Okay.
Oh, hi.
So I'm here to learn with y'all today. Okay.
I don't know nothing either. we all about to
I'm
learn
just
right
somebody
now.
who randomly wandered in. Like,
I know you're an author. You be writing books. You put words in papers that
Yes.
people staple together and read. Make some noise for Kaila you.
yay.
I am so interested. How did this all come about? Who reached out to who?
I reached out to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what provoked you to reach out to Rick?
Well, we've been like acquaintances for,
Yeah, for
what,
a
like
long time
years
ago,
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
How'd
worked on an app together.
Was it on the, I don't
Yeah.
even
I forget what it
on
was
the
called.
May2, the weird
Yeah,
sketchy
yeah.
Chinese app
Yes.
that like thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Those Chinese and their
Yeah.
apps.
Hey, we got y'all paid for that though.
That's right. Shout out to the Chinese and their apps.
Yeah.
We got money.
What kind of Asian are you?
I'm Taiwanese.
Oh, fun.
Have you been?
I've never been to Taiwan, but I do like Taiwanese food. Yeah.
Not everybody knows Taiwanese food.
There's just a random little, I don't even know the specific names, but there's a restaurant not like Postmatable from me
Where do you
that,
live?
yeah, not important.
Oh,
but,
that's a secret.
In
Yeah,
LA
too bad.
somewhere.
Is
But
it
there's
Pine and Crane? Because that's the one everyone knows.
no, but it's another spot. It's really good. Well, okay, let me ask you this, because we do like our food on this podcast.
Yes, we
I love
do.
food, yeah.
What are your I don't know, top 3 Taiwanese dishes that I need to try?
So I don't know the English names, but there's like this braised pork rice.
Bump?
And the pork is like braised for hours and then they chop it up and it's like gravy like over rice.
Love that.
Mm.
Very good. And then 3-cup chicken. You might have had that. It's
okay.
kind of with basil and like.
Is that a Taiwanese thing?
That is a Taiwanese
Oh
thing, yeah.
shit. Well, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't know if this is only Taiwanese, but there's like the green onion pancake. And that's like.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, Taiwanese breakfast.
Oh, scallion pancake? That's
Yeah,
his
scallion-
Taiwanese thing?
Maybe it's just served at
Yeah.
Taiwanese
I don't
restaurants.
know.
But yeah, Taiwanese breakfast is like its own thing. There's like these huge donut like sticks that are like this
Mhm.
long. Oh, you've seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good.
Happy
Fun.
lamb.
Fun. And where were you born?
I was born in Kansas.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
What?
I used to lie and say Taiwan because it like just didn't sound cool.
Yeah.
to be born in
Nah, Kansas is way more interesting.
Yeah,
Tell
no,
us about
actually,
But there's
that.
no interesting story behind it. And then
Wow.
everybody does the same joke, like, "Oh, Dorothy," or "Did
Oh.
you like get smashed by a
You're
witch?"
not in Taiwan anymore.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. How was it? I don't know much about Kansas.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine being different growing up in a place like that. How was growing up in Kansas for
Well,
you?
I left when I was 3, so
Oh,
like
okay.
there's no big story.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Like
Okay.
I was born there, haven't been back.
Okay, where'd you go after?
I came here, to Upland, if you've heard of it.
Upland.
Upland, yeah, Inland
Okay.
Empire,
Okay,
IE.
yeah.
Aye.
Okay, well, you have a book.
Yeah.
And what is the book called? What's it about?
So it's
I'm
called.
here to learn.
Oh, okay.
Tell
So
us
it's
everything.
called Fetishized.
Oh.
A reckoning with yellow fever,
Mm.
feminism, and beauty.
Okay.
And it's basically about mostly white men who have Asian fetish.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah, so not me.
He's like, I'm not under this umbrella.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. Let's talk about this. I love this because some Asian people got mad at me years ago because I didn't know the history behind the phrase yellow fever.
Mhm.
I didn't know that it was a historically like offensive thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, so people were mad at a restaurant that was called Yellow Fever,
Mm.
and I was like, and I was on Twitter like, what do y'all mean? This is not offensive. This is just saying like Asian people are hot. Like what's the deal? Why are y'all mad for? And people were like, it was like Reddit fucking like there was like people in
Oh, wow.
little like threads of like, if y'all were a fan before, look at this. Wow.
They tried to take you down.
They were mad at me because
Yeah.
I was trying to defend Yellow Fever, but I didn't know about the history, and I feel like a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because why would I? My whole life here in Yellow Fever was because like some chick that wasn't Asian was feeling me, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
yeah.
shit,
No,
right?
but guys like it when they get fetishized. It's like a
You're not
different
wrong.
thing.
Yeah.
I also got in trouble
You did.
for a tweet where I was like, yeah, look, the fetishization of Asian women is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta like stop treating our women like they're just like this one, like they're not deeper than this image you have. But as a man, girl, put me in a samurai costume. Let's go. Hi-ya. Motherfuckers was mad at that.
Yeah.
He said, use me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's like they're fetishizing Korean men at this moment. Like if you go on TikTok, there's a bunch of like
Oh, the
hot
K.
white women saying like, I love Korean men or whatever.
Yeah.
But then the Korean guys are like, we love it. You
Yeah.
know? So it's totally different.
I think it's perspective though, because the same thing, like we have a much worse name, jungle fever.
Mm.
And that's terrible when you
Right.
think about it.
Right.
But at the time when it first became a popular term, everybody felt the same way you
Right.
did about yellow fever. It's like, oh yeah, they like the chocolate.
Mhm.
And not just men, like it was just they like us.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little later, it was like, wait a minute, what you mean by jungle, bitch? What the fuck that mean?
Now it's like if you say chocolate, people be mad.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you treating this man like he's just
Yeah.
he's just a fucking physical treat
Yeah,
thing.
so I don't dabble in any of it.
He's like, I'll be a physical treat. I am okay.
You think I'm a treat?
And that's the thing about it. It is different as a man.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, she's feeling me.
Yeah.
Oh, she only wants to fuck. Cool.
Yeah.
Because that's what guys want.
Historically, I've stayed away from women that aren't black that only date black men.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
that's.
I'm like, what's
Yeah.
behind that?
Mhm.
What you got back there?
And I will say this before I ask you about the history of yellow fever and all that shit, because I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would weird me out until I was talking to somebody who was not Asian, who was a Latina, who, you know, her shit was she loved like K-pop, she loved that shit, she loved anime, and then I'm like, and then we go somewhere to eat. She took me to a fucking ramen restaurant. I'm like,
She's like, let me tell you about ramen.
I know, I know, and I'm kind of like, okay, this is great ramen, but take me somewhere, take me to eat your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I do get why that would be off-putting. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, okay, so is this the only reason why you fuck with me? Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So please tell me why yellow fever specifically is offensive.
Well, I mean, there's like all this white supremacy behind it. And Rick said, this is like a fun podcast. So I don't know if I want to get into the dark and like
Yeah, I was
rapey
prepping her like we
history
don't go
of it.
too dark in it.
Girl,
but
get
we can
into
get a
the
little.
dark.
We can get a little bit. Go
Let's get dark.
Okay.
He said, let's get dark.
I mean, so basically, like the history of it is from like rape and colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when the Americans would fight, like, the Philippines-American War or the Vietnam War or World War II, they'd go over to the Asian countries and occupy them. And then after the occupation after soldiers went off and fought, they would get rewarded by called rest and recreation, which basically meant that they would be sent to Southeast Asian countries and like get prostitutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then this is where they developed the idea of Asian women like associating with prostitutes and assuming like all Asian women were like this. But also like it was really bad. Like you could buy prostitutes for the price of a cigarette.
Oh, shit.
And they called it the soldiers would joke and call it rape and restitution. So yeah, it was kind of dark. And they had this saying where they'd like call women little brown fucking machines powered by rice. And that was like a well-known saying.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
So
takes so much
sorry to
effort to
bring down
say.
the-
Wow,
yeah,
you're
that's-
good. But that takes so much
It was an
effort to say.
acronym,
Why would
like
you?
LB something
Oh.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, LB. Oh, yeah. I would take a cough drop. Thank you. Appreciate it. LB. What's the acronym there?
LB
LB.
Well,
LBF.
LBFMs.
It'd take like 10 minutes. To
yeah. Y'all had time.
Yeah, no,
M
somewhere in there.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah. LBFM something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, man. There it is.
So please stop saying that.
For all you people who are throwing that acronym.
Yeah.
Whatever the acronym actually is.
Yeah, when
All you
people-
people is funny.
When people got, oh, you motherfucker. When people got mad at me for using it, I didn't know.
And that makes sense, though. A lot of us don't. I mean, I'm super mixed. So there's a lot of things that some people might say that are offensive that in our household would just mean, like from Hawaii, we're really very, we say, I'll tell you right now, Dad used to say some shit wrong all the time. We're like, you can't say that over here. But for some reason, just because there's so many different influences of people, right? It's like one big melting pot, especially Asian melting pot. When we said certain words, we didn't realize it offended anybody else because that's just how we spoke amongst the community.
Yeah.
Even when you're talking about colorism in groups, like, yes, I was completely shunned by like majority of my family just because we were told things like certain sides were seen, like if you're lighter, you're this, if you're darker, you're that. So growing up, we had no idea what was actually offensive until the internet, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, and let's talk about this, right? Because I saw you post about it too. If we're talking about shit that people didn't know was offensive, Chinky on Love Island, that was a big topic, right? And the thing about it was, like, I know people in the past recently. Like one of my good homegirls, she told me, she's like, "Yo, I had no idea chinky was an offensive term until I was at the doctor, and I was like, yeah, you know what, yeah, blah blah, because my eyes are so chinky." And her doctor was Asian. She was like, "Yo, it's super offensive," and she was like, "What?" Because we grew up 2000 shit, hip hop shit. It was like chinky was like it was. People just say, "Oh, yo, chingy, why your eyes so chinky?" You know what I'm saying? It was in songs, so it was a lot of people in the comments that had no idea. But at the same time, it was kind of like, well, duh. Like, well, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, yeah, it comes from an adjective, but also it's like, but look at the root word. You feel me? Like, it's there.
And that comes from people not understanding the root word is a slur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't see... nobody's ever used that term to describe somebody who isn't Asian in a negative way.
So maybe that's a good thing. They don't know because they're not even exposed
like
to the
it
original word.
wasn't an insult.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got... You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Because when they saying chinky eyes, it was always like, oh, your chinky eyes are so whatever, so pretty or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. I feel you. So they don't associate it with chink.
Or a reference to like being high. That's why in a lot of hip hop songs, that's what the reference was for. So saying again, like back to how everybody grew up. I remember I would sit because I loved my grandpa. So I'm part Chinese. So I'm Chinese, Filipino, and a bunch of stuff. But I remember I used to sit and I loved how my grandpa's eyes were. And I remember, and I've told this story before, I would sit and just want my eyes to be just like his. And I would sit and I would do that. Like, that's why we wear our eyeliner a certain type of way. There's just like certain things. So when we grow up and we get older and you're starting to learn the history behind it, I was like, most of us, for our family and a lot of other people I know, it was either in reference to being high or just having essentially almond-shaped eyes.
Right. What was crazy to me is the people that like didn't understand why it was offensive, even when like they were told it was offensive.
Yeah.
By
It's like-
Asian people.
Even if you
Once you're told it, then it's like, okay.
right, because look, even if you didn't use a slur, you feel me? To
Mhm.
make to show you why. Even if I said, you got a beautiful Mexican ass face. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, because essentially that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you put it like that, goddamn.
Because I mean, there's worse like similarities, but it's like if you don't even keep it as simple as that, it's like it makes you go, wait, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's when you start trying to compare whose slur is worse is when people
Yes,
get.
that's
when
always, yeah.
That's when it's terrible. That's when it's just step
That's-
away from the
it's not slur.
keyboard. Step away from the keyboard and just not try to compare because everybody's own issues are their own and what they've gone through. But it's interesting
Yeah.
to start learning the root of it, the why somebody would be offended by it.
Yo, DraftKings Casino has your playbook for getting action all season long, baby. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over 400 million has already been rewarded, okay? New players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. Download the app, use code NOCHASER5, and claim your spins after your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for featured game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Can you tell us more how did that come about for you?
The book was totally accidental. I never wanted to write a memoir or write about the Asian fetish and then write a whole book about the Asian fetish.
Mhm.
But during the pandemic, I'm a travel writer, so then all my work got canceled during the pandemic. So I was like, oh, just sitting around. And then I just decided to learn TikTok, and because I had all the time, and I just started posting whatever to see what works. And when I started posting about the 2000s Asian American culture, that really, really hit. And during that period of time, I was a pinup model. So really sexy stuff or whatever.
Oh, like being in import scene type
Yes,
stuff?
I was totally immersed in the import scene. And then about a year into posting all this stuff, the Atlanta spa shootings happened, which is when the sex addicted white guy went and shot 8 people and 6 of them were Asian. And then the media was like, oh, it's not racially or sexually motivated.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever acknowledged that. But all the Asians were up in an uproar.
Mhm.
So that kind of inspired the book because I was like, oh, how did I play into perpetuating the Asian fetish by sexualizing myself in my youth?
Oh, so you had an awakening in a
Yes,
sense.
yeah.
Whoa, how was that for you? Because when you have that moment where you realize essentially you see yourself as a part of the problem,
Mhm.
what then made you take that next step to write about it?
Well, I ended up just writing an article for Newsweek about just this topic. And then that kind of gained some traction. And then that kind of ultimately inspired it. Because then I started looking back, I played a part subconsciously because I was a 21-year-old or whatever. But the media around it was perpetuating it, Memoirs of a Geisha, the Harajuku Girls, Mean Girls, and then sadly I could only name 5 or 6 because there was no Asian representation at the time, but all of it was fetishy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how do you do you really feel that way? Do you feel like you're you being part of this import scene perpetuated some type of something that added to the fetishization of Asian women? Because I don't know if I necessarily feel like that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a structural society
Yeah.
thing, but I think I played along with it. But
Mhm.
there's also this thing, there's another author who wrote the book about the 2000s, and she called it like the raunch era.
Mhm.
So we were like celebrating Playboy, and we'd all
Mhm.
thought Hugh Hefner was so aspirational. He was on TV with his 3 21-year-old girlfriends,
Yeah,
and we're
girls
like, how
next-
cute.
I did Maxim. I was like, I literally,
Yeah.
I'm a part of it. I did Maxim. So
I thought he
like-
was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like dreams of. I had a conversation with my parents at one point that we discussed if I was going to model, if Playboy came, what that would look like, and I had a real adult conversation with them on the fact that I wouldn't do it,
Mm,
but it was something that we talked about because it
Yeah.
was so accessible back
yes,
then.
I went after it to do it.
Mhm.
Like I specifically, well, the thing is, when I was growing up, there was like only one role model, and her name was Sung Hee Lee. She was a Playboy model,
Mm.
and there was nobody else who was like a beautiful Asian woman. So I was
Mm.
like, oh, I could be like her because
Right.
she's the only example.
Mhm.
And I think that's where it comes into play, right? Because there was such a lack of representation,
Mm.
but that part was highlighted.
Yeah.
So when you get into playing a role
Yes.
into
Right.
it, it's not like on purpose or anything, but it's like
Right.
I'm keeping this going.
Yeah.
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 Well, so I wrote this example in the book where it said like Complex magazine came out with a list of 50 of the hottest Asian porn stars,
Mm.
females. But you're like, in the 2000s, could you even name 50 actresses?
Right.
Yeah.
Asian? Could you name like a singer?
Mm.
Like one?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but you could have 50 porn stars.
That's
or whatever.
crazy.
Mhm.
And
Whatever
complex.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that is crazy to think
Yeah.
about. Oh wow, how long were you in the import scene for?
Like 5 to 7 years probably.
Man, that early 2000s was like the golden age of the
Mhm.
import model scene.
Yeah, it was a moment. It was fun. Well, it was good for the Asian community because we had nothing. So this was like, oh, we like have this community and gathering place.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, it was special. But then people also don't know that it inspired like the whole Fast and Furious series,
Mhm.
which is like gone off into space or whatever now. But
They all over the place. You were also in a girl band.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Was that pre or post import?
That was afterwards. I think I was doing all this pinup modeling and I was like, I gotta prove that I have talent.
Yeah.
And so I went and did this band thing. But it was funny because like when I first started the band, it was 2 Asian girls and we had 2 white guys.
Mhm.
And we just played dive bars around Hollywood. But eventually like the guitarist left and somebody was like, I got this badass Asian guitarist. And then we replaced the 2 white guys with Asian girls. And then suddenly we start booking stuff.
Yeah, I
So,
bet.
yeah.
Wait, you were the guitarist?
No, I was a singer.
Oh, dang, crazy. What was the name of the band?
Nylon Pink.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Great
Yeah.
name.
It was fun. But yeah, the amount of, because there was like my, the drummer, she joined the band at 17, but she looked like she was like 13 or 12.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
because you know,
geez.
Asians look way younger than their age.
Mhm.
But the amount of middle-aged fans she had
Yeah.
was like so disturbing. Especially because like there's like 2 other, my guitarist is super gorgeous, like a woman. And they were like going after the child like drummer. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah, you know, yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
creeps out there. A lot of creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else does your book like touch on? What is the main MO of your book? You talked about the fetishization.
It's hard to say.
It really is because it's not a new word for me.
Well,
but,
nobody says that word in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
Fetishization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fetishization. Fetishization. Well, what else are you touching on in there that people should know about?
Well, I kind of talk about like the creepy things that guys say.
Mm.
Like, I think the first sentence in the book is about like I had this really rich and like kind of famous friend.
Mm.
And he said in front of a group of people, he was like, if you line up 100 Asian women and if you line up 100 white women, the Asian women will be significantly better looking.
Okay.
And we were like, nobody wanted to question him because he was like this powerful, rich, successful guy. But we were like, oh, okay. Like, so
That's a
we're like,
weird thing
people
to
just
say.
say it so
Yeah.
blatantly, like
Yeah.
it's no
Mm.
big deal.
Yeah, what's interesting is like the whole topic of representation is it really is, when you said it earlier about like you felt like you were perpetuating a stereotype. I was like, I don't know if I necessarily agree, but then you saying because there's not so much representation, that's facts, right?
Yeah.
Because even me, like trying to be an actor out here in these streets, in these Hollywood streets. I've turned down some shit just because I felt like, you know what, that's not really a joke. As simple as like one joke. That's like not a joke I'm trying to make, right? And the people behind it will be like, look, man, it's a character. It's not you. It's like, it's only this character and everybody's making fun of themselves. But for me, it's like, there's really not a lot of us out here like that. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of Asian dudes repping, where it's like, I feel like I'm trying so hard to be like a positive representation of an Asian guy. And for me to, even though it's like, yeah, it's not me, it's just a character. I'm not about to make no fucking basic ass, stereotype ass joke.
Yeah.
Just because like they associate me with they look up to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm not about to have them turn on a fucking movie and see me making some fucking cat eating joke. It's like, for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna undo everything I've been trying to do, you know?
Because everybody understands it's a character. You're acting.
Right.
But they question your choices. You
Mhm.
chose to do this?
Yeah.
You knew that was in the script and you did it anyway? Like, you're still a person.
But yeah, I like dabbled in acting, and the roles then always required a fake Asian accent, which I can't really do very well.
I'm
And
trash
then-
as well.
Yeah, right? Or prostitute and massage parlor girl. Or like Kung Fu Fighter, which I couldn't do either. But like, I auditioned for Marco Polo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was like the most expensive whatever series on, I don't think they did well, but it was the most expensive
One on
whatever.
FX.
Yeah, I think you're right.
FX.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Netflix. No, I think it might have been I don't know. Well, it was a really big show with like a white guy central and like taking place in Asian places. But so I auditioned, I forgot the name of the character, but it was the lead female character. And the description said she was the most dangerous fuck in all of China.
Oh.
And then like in the script, the description, which the scene to audition was a sex scene. So it's like, like
The
you know what I mean?
auditioning scene?
Yeah, like literally she's riding on top of him.
For
And
your
it-
audition.
They're like, here are your sides.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
on-
God.
yeah. But in the description it said, I don't remember exactly, but it was like his jade member entered her like
Oh, God.
lotus flower. Or, you know, like-
You lie. You're
No,
lying.
I will send it to you. I have the exact size.
What is
Yeah.
even the point? That's the script.
Yeah, it's not even in the word, so I don't know why.
His samurai egg roll
Samurai
enters
egg
her
rolls.
great wall. It
Of
doesn't even
vagina.
make sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
This wasn't that long ago. This was like 10, 12. Like it
yeah, the
was,
show's not that old.
Yeah, no, it's
that's
not.
that's like
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody had to approve that. That's what always blows my mind with certain
Yeah.
things that make it to the to TV or the big screen. There is a process, and there are so many people that this needs to go
Exactly.
through before it hits our screens.
Yeah. And then, so the movie's made, and the actress who plays the role like amazing, and she does a great job with it. But what also bothered me is like she had a naked fighting scene, which is like totally gratuitous. And you know, there's a lot of gratuitous nudity in, say, like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But you never see Khaleesi fighting naked, you know? Like I
Right.
think she's naked during sex scenes, and then one time she gets her clothes burned off, and then
Yeah.
that makes sense, right? So it's like when it's a white woman, it's not quite as gratuitous.
That's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, because that was at the time that was like the only Asian. The fuck is there a bird in here? Is there an
What
actual
is
bird
that?
in here?
Yeah.
Where
How-
is it?
It's not in here.
Oh god.
But the soundproofing is not very good.
Like,
Baby,
It's like, now is not the time to practice your ventriloquism.
you fucking your hoodoo.
She's like not even paying attention. She's like watching some video.
Yeah,
she's just feeding
with
her
a bird.
bird.
Feeding her bird.
you said it took them forever to finally hear you.
It's the spirit of fucking Shang
Oh my
Law.
god.
Oh, God.
His jade member.
That's so
weird.
That's very
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's gotten a lot better since then.
But it makes me think of certain shows when you talk about representation. Like Warrior was such a good show, if you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, talking about prostitution and what was happening when the Chinese were coming and they were fighting the Irish in San Francisco. And just there are some series that are like that. Do you feel like that would maybe be a project that you would have been interested in because
Look,
of the way it was depicted?
I would have done Marco Polo.
Oh,
if I got
okay.
Like, don't
So you're
get me
like,
wrong.
okay.
We were actresses that would take whatever.
Okay, got
and
it,
I don't
got it.
fault the actress. I would have taken that
Okay.
part. But like, because you just take what's there, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, for me.
I mean, I tell my agents all the time, look,
Yeah.
I'm down for damn near anything. Just no Asian accents. Because one, I'm not trying to do that. And two, I'm bad at them. Two, I'm not trying to do no little dick jokes.
Yeah.
And three, no like just no basic. Look, like, let's talk about Rush Hour, right? And like there's like a warning that
I
comes
auditioned
on
for
before
that.
that comes. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. We'll talk about that. And now, like, that shit went viral. It was like there's a warning that comes on before Rush Hour now. People are like, hey, like basically like a trigger
I saw
warning.
that,
Hey,
yeah.
this might be offensive. And like, yeah, I get it, but I also do think it's silly. Like, yes, they're making offensive jokes towards each other. It's like that's their dynamic. You feel me?
Yeah.
And okay, like I guess I understand throwing a trigger warning on something that shit was offensive back then, and maybe times are different. But I also feel like there's when it's in the context of we're joking with each other, like that's the context,
And it's even deeper context to Rush Hour because Jackie came from China.
Right.
It wasn't like he was just an Asian person and they made him be as Asian as possible.
Yeah.
There was an actual he thought it was an actual language barrier and shit because he was coming from somewhere. So it made more sense to do the things that they were doing.
Right.
It was still offensive,
Yeah.
but it made more sense in the context of the shit.
Because they put out like Jackie Chan is offended in the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's so dumb when people strip away context.
Yeah,
Because
there's
they strip away-
nuance.
and the characters.
Mm-mm.
Like that's the whole point of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like Jackie gets mad at Chris. He starts not Jackie Lee and Carter. That's the part of their growing relationship.
Jackie too. The bloopers of that shit is the best in the world. And it sucks because I can't even reenact it. I'm gonna get in trouble for doing the accent.
It just made me think, like, Tim, and Rick, you guys are comedians. Essentially, you have been using what you've gone through in your life, whether it was offensive to somebody else, to tell your story. Do you feel like it has hindered some of the work that you might have done because you're so worried about how other people are going to feel about it?
I've privated videos for things I felt like this joke now people wouldn't like. And the main thing about it is, because in our sketches, even though these were made up scenarios, we were still portraying ourselves.
Yeah.
Maybe like hyped up versions of ourselves, but it was still like, oh, this is Tim and Rick in this crazy situation. So it's like, I might, if I said something that was like, oh, okay, people are not gonna like this nowadays, I'm like, let me go ahead and private this because they still think, oh, this is Tim talking about Rick and vice versa. So I've gone back and I've privated some stuff.
But do you feel like it slows you down a bit from maybe creating more now?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because people don't want to get the joke now.
We've taken it too far.
They don't want to understand
Like,
the
there's
context. They just
nuance and
want to.
context.
Why would you even think to say something like that? You can disguise it as a joke, but I'm like, no, it's a joke. That's what this is. It's jokes. You can't do it anymore. So it definitely hinders a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. And on the same token, if we talking about like the Chinky shit, right? I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
It seemed like it was going to be something.
the word.
You haven't done one of those in a minute.
By the way.
Wait. Sketch, context, a
Stopping
joke.
you from making new work.
I'm so mad. It was a good point.
The last thing I said was it really hinders stuff.
Hinder stuff, Chinky. The fuck was I gonna say? I'm so mad. It was a good point. All right, talk amongst yourselves.
Oh no!
Forgetful Asians, boy. make that a stereotype. People get mad at me.
It'll come back to me. Chinese, Jackie Chan.
Creating.
While you think of that, we'll talk to Kaila stick.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, is there juicy stuff in this book? You naming names?
I don't name any names for
Okay.
legal reasons, but that first guy I named, you guys definitely know, but I
Interesting.
can't
Tell
say it
me
on
how.
Oh, tell us
camera.
later. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And okay, there was this one time that my band got chosen to do the soundtrack, not the soundtrack, like the main song for this movie.
Mhm.
And it's like kind of a Kill Bill style Quentin Tarantino, hard boiled, whatever that's called.
Mhm.
And so yeah, we went and recorded this song, and it was like a kind of badass rock song.
Mm.
And we were really excited about it. And then the producer of the film was like, okay, I'm gonna come up with a treatment for the music video for you guys. And then so in this movie, there's this one female killer character or something, and in a scene, she dresses up like, you know that thing where they put sushi on a naked girl?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's a white girl and she does that.
Okay.
And then so we get back the treatment, and he's like, the scene is me lying naked on a table with sushi on me. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to like be in there with an assistant, but I'll be placing the sushi on you. And then like I get really like into the song and shake it all up. And she's like, it's like the Pussycat Dolls, because you'll still have like leaves on you and stuff. But yeah, so then we went back to him. Like my manager was like, no, I don't think we're gonna do that. Like that was never mentioned at any point that girls would have to do like fake nudity or whatever. And then we were like, can we just use the actress from the movie? Because she's already doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's gonna give away the whole film.
Oh.
And then he says, let's just put a pin on this. And then like we don't hear from him for a year, and the movie comes out, and then we see the video on the YouTube or whatever, and it's like a white guy band performing with the white girl doing the sushi on there.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, they didn't have to like get naked and put sushi on themselves.
Yeah, it was like, well, if you ain't gonna get naked, we ain't using you.
Yeah, literally.
That's the whole reason we hired y'all.
I tell you, I always be thinking about like when I start doing my own movies and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure and show my own penis, like just to like balance out how much Asian women get over sexualized. I need to just show my penis.
It's Tim's
I thought you was
mission.
writing a Christmas movie, dog.
Yep.
No, that's
It's my dick in a box.
The Christmas package.
Oh my God.
Something, man.
no,
you
that's
know?
happening now, like on TV, where like they're just showing guys' dicks everywhere. Have you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm for it. I'm not
So they're
opposed to it.
trying to equalize it.
Well, I'll say this. There was even with showing vagina, I still am a little bit like, oh,
Yeah.
ooh, there's certain things. I mean, yes, we're very much numb to seeing breasts and butts, and then yes, when Euphoria came out, they were doing a lot of that with showing, male frontal nudity. But I mean, if we're gonna sexualize people, that is a part of it, and it is something that, like, we've talked about Tim's penis for 6 years
For
now.
many a time.
But it is something to note that most of us don't know what it looks like.
Mhm.
Like a lot we see boobs of all shapes and all sizes, and women's bodies of all different colors and all these other things, but we as women, and for a lot of people, we're not seeing as much male
There's
nudity.
A lot of guys sending dick pics, though. Like, but
but unsolicited. But here's the thing, unsolicited.
Always
But not growing
unsolicited.
up. Growing up, I've never seen that.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, 'cause
so
that
but
wasn't a thing.
but think about it. We grow up and we've seen boobs, or we've been told to cover our eyes, and there's been sex scenes, and in those sex scenes, the women's breasts are still showing,
Mhm.
or their butts, but we've never grown up seeing male genitalia.
Yeah.
So with that coming out, do I think that sometimes it's extreme? Yeah, but I don't want to see a vagina on the screen just as much as I don't want to see
Yeah,
a penis. I don't
same.
want to see either one.
Mm.
A lot of times, for one, dicks have been played for laughs if it's on
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
It's on screen because it's funny, right? Even if it's a hard dick. And then for two, a lot of hard dicks on screen are like prosthetics,
That
Yeah,
part.
which is
That was gonna be
Oh
which
my
is
my
like
God.
Yeah, yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
If you like dicks.
Yeah.
See, now I can't.
It's so annoying. Ugh. For y'all.
I want to see a real one.
Yeah.
Because there was one. Okay, look, there was an episode of House of the Dragon recently, and they actually ended up taking this part out if you rewatch that episode. Because I remember watching, being like, no, I remember watching because it's so jarring, bro.
Yeah.
They enter this brothel, and of course, you enter a brothel, you're gonna see a bunch of scenes of people like fucking, right?
Mhm.
But they open up a door and it's a close-up of a girl fellation an erect dick.
Yeah.
Like, it's like right there. And I was like,
That's
oh, shit. For like 2
Amazing.
seconds, I was like, that served no purpose.
Yeah,
you
like
could've-
unnecessary.
that could have completely been simulated, especially since it was pretty obvious it was probably a prosthetic. You feel
Yeah.
me? And then I remember being like, what the fuck? Because it came out of, it was like, yo.
That's pretty crazy.
So but also like little shit, because I remember Hodor had a sex scene in Game of Thrones, not a sex scene, but a nude scene in Game of Thrones where he was just standing there naked. And I also heard that was a prosthetic. I'm like, so dude's just standing limp
Aw.
dick or prosthetic
Why
too?
do you need a
Yeah.
limp dick prosthetic?
Yeah, I'm like, that's not fair.
Was
I
it
understand.
long?
Yeah. Oh, was it just huge? Yeah.
Yeah,
it could be
because
like-
sometimes it's like they need it to be really small, so they use a prosthetic.
Mm.
Sometimes they need it to be impressive, so they use a
Mm.
prosthetic.
Well, I can understand when it's hard because that takes skill. That's why not
Yeah,
every
right.
guy can be a porn star. You can't
Mm.
just.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
all I
You
know
know.
is if a woman on TV put some titties on like this and that's what they showed, I'd be mad.
I would
Really?
be so
Yeah. Like,
Why? But titties is just titties.
no, it's,
No.
they're fake. Not fake like implants, fake like
Yeah, like a chest
prosthetic.
plate.
Yeah, no, that's not hot.
Look, I tell
But
you
if
this.
you don't know, okay,
I'm about
so
to take it next
You
level for
will, you will know. That's
I'm
the
taking the
thing.
next level for you. The fact that when I see my favorite celebrity do a nude scene, even a little butt, and then when I read later it was a body double, I'm
Oh yeah, so
pissed.
so pissed off.
Even it's a real butt.
Yeah.
With
Now,
Mila
now I
Kunis,
know if I don't see face and naked at the same time,
it's a body double.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis had her cakes out in fucking Friends with Benefits, Justin Timberlake. I was like, finally, I can see Miss Mila Kunis' booty. Come to find out it was a body double, I
Yeah.
was betrayed.
You're like writing letters.
I was so salty about it.
he left the fan club.
I would like to ask one of them why they do that, because before we know, we believe it was you.
Mm.
So it's not like you held your integrity and didn't. Like
'cause we
everybody
still think
thinks they
We
saw
thought
you
it was
naked. You know what I'm saying?
anyway.
So is it because your butt is whack and you don't want people to see it?
Gotta be.
Like what is? I need to know. Mila Kunis,
Mila
I know
Kunis.
you're watching. Let us know why you didn't put your.
Bruh.
Wait. If you had a sex scene,
Yeah.
no, you'd show your ass.
I
though.
would.
I was gonna say, okay,
I'm showing dick.
it's true.
No
I was
prosthetic.
like, that's what I was
No
thinking. I was
prosthetic.
gonna say, I was like, I'm asking the wrong guy.
If I had a sex scene
And
right,
it, like
right
a
now,
better body was an option.
right now,
Yes.
absolutely take a body double for my butt. Nobody is ever gonna see my current ass.
So you get it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because it's trash.
Oh,
so
right.
are you guys hiding your butts because they're trash, or is it a moral integrity thing?
Bruh,
to
Jessica
know.
Alba in Machete, she has a fucking scene where she's just standing in the shower, no nipple, it's side ass. Literally just the side of her ass. The camera turns, and I remember being in theaters like, oh shit, Jessica Alba's side ass.
Yeah.
Come to find out, she was wearing undies, and they digitally made it look like she was naked. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
for
wow.
some side ass?
And it was probably a closed set that day too.
Crazy. But bottom line is, if I ever do one of those scenes, I'm showing dick. I don't know if fluffers are still allowed. If I gotta fluff myself, I'm making sure I'm at least 60% engorged. But I'm showing real dick, all right? There you go.
But there's all these delays on set. So they're like, oh,
He said,
wait.
give me 5. Give me
Use
5.
Gucci.com. Use code 10. No, wait. Hims is the, I don't know. Use one of them pills.
We've been waiting for product placement.
And use my code, man. But yeah, hey. Yep. So your book, what's it called?
It's called Fetishized. Yeah.
Okay. Should we do a couple of these scenarios? The new game?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
we
you
could
don't
look-
drink.
She doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can
we could
still
just
play
we could
along
just
with like
We have a disgusting non-alcoholic beer. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be
that's
like your
gross,
punishment.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right, so you're with me.
So the game's called Sip, Shot, Chase. I tell you a scenario. You can either strongly agree, you take a shot, kind of, sort of, you could sip it. Or if it's not for you at all, you can chase it. Well,
Okay.
granted, given I am out of, I don't know what we're doing. Either way, I still have a,
We don't have chase. We'll drink air for
We'll
chases.
drink-
Just-
yeah.
We have
So,
pineapple
like-
juice.
okay. Ooh, let me see. Okay. You can still be friends with your ex and have a healthy relationship with someone new.
I'm not friends with exes.
I'm drinking chaser. I don't have a chaser, but that's what I would be drinking.
Yeah,
I do not agree.
But I kind of feel
tequila,
like
by the
some
way?
people can.
But you
Me
can still
personally?
be friends with an ex and have a healthy relationship. Hell the fuck
Listen,
no.
Listen, I'm really good at not fucking. So it's definitely possible for me, but I wouldn't want to.
Like, why would you? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a air chase to that. I disagree.
Wait, I got confused. So, which
you-
one
okay, if
you don't do it? You drink?
Okay. I mean, because we don't have everything laid out,
yeah.
because we don't have the full layout, you can just
Air chase it?
air chase.
Okay, it's because I don't agree.
Yeah,
'Cause you
air
don't agree,
chase.
yeah.
Okay. You don't have the proper setup for my game, but either way.
Let's play the game. We don't have like the board game and all
Yeah.
the pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. If you agree, we'll just make it like this. If
Okay,
you
yeah.
agree, you drink. If you don't agree, you don't drink.
Okay.
And what was the scenario
Hold
again?
on. This is hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. You think you're the best looking person in this room.
It's a new one.
Oh,
Drink if you think
Disagree?
you're
If you think you're the
yeah,
most
do
attractive
you
person
yeah,
in the
you
room,
think you're the
Oh,
best
shit.
looking person.
I'll air chase.
Everybody's
I
air
guess.
chase.
Yeah.
because we disagree.
Yeah.
We all know Nikki Blaze the hottest. I'll drink my pineapple
No.
juice.
Yeah, right?
First off, there's a lot of questions that I don't want to answer,
She's like,
Denisha.
I've been feeling low. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there.
If you think
Compliment.
Nikki Blaze is what? They put my name in it?
How dare they? That was a chaser. Anyways, okay. Sip, shot, chase, but just drink or don't. You've slept with someone you thought was out of your league.
Oh, that's agree. You got to drink, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't do my league, baby.
Shut up.
We always fucking up over here.
Fucking up. Rick is fucking up. Okay, elaborate a little bit on that, please.
It's just like the women who get that one baller and he shows them a certain life and now they're like, I don't need to settle. Once I got a bad bitch, I was like, oh, I can do that? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna keep trying for that. I might miss a bunch of shots, but when I make them, it's for 3.
I'll sip because my whole shit is there are no leagues.
Yeah.
Nobody is out of your league,
That
my
is a
guy.
PC answer.
Nobody is
Yeah.
out of your
Yeah.
league. I feel like it's kind of opposite of PC because I'm like, ain't no bitch too bad for me. There are no leagues.
There are no leagues.
But would I be lying if I said after I smashed, somebody been like, whoa, that
How the
was
fuck?
crazy. She was down. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give it a sip. All right.
Yeah. I saw you take a sip. Did
Me?
you sip?
Yeah, I mean, I had an ex that I thought was like a catch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
yeah.
guys,
Also, yes, I'm cheaters out of my league.
I took a
Yeah,
sip.
now this definitely leagues. What
Yeah.
he's talking about.
Yeah, I took a sip too.
Yeah. And
Not a
once you
full.
understand that, it's easier to get out of yours. When you think there's no leagues and shit like that, then you kind of pigeonhole yourself. Once you know, okay, I got to talk to this one a little bit different. To
A
get
little
out
bit
of
different.
Yeah.
Changes
Yeah.
your game.
Yeah.
All right.
I think for me, it's like, she thinks she out of my league. So I'm approaching
Ah.
And that's fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sip, shot, chase. You had a hookup you would never admit to in public.
We gonna have to take a shot on that one.
I got to think back.
I have a question about that one.
Sure.
So once, like when I was coming down from ecstasy,
Mhm.
I was like making out with this guy, and he stuck it in for 1 second.
Mm.
Is that a hookup?
Y'all was naked making out?
No, we were like
Just
kind
a
of half, like yeah,
taste.
not full on naked.
No,
Oh.
that's
I
like
don't-
I say
I
no.
don't think that.
I say no. Girl say no.
Yeah,
I say no.
assault maybe, possibly,
That's a
probably,
no.
I don't think it was
but
assault,
not
yeah.
not hookup.
Not a hookup.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, hookup.
Well, he put it in,
You
and
And they were like,
then
no,
you-
no.
and you
okay,
said
so
no,
then
no, no. Okay,
so
not a
no,
hookup.
no hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hookup is we both say
We
yes.
okay,
Yeah.
We say
accept
yes.
this, yeah.
I say at least one extra pump, welcomed pump, and then it will be a hookup.
yeah. No, it wasn't welcomed. It's not.
Yeah, because if you put it in, you say but then if you say do it again.
Yeah. Then
That's how it go.
Could be interpreted different ways.
oh, you like that? No.
Oh my.
What was the question? One time was the question? I don't think I answered.
Oh no, you
that you wouldn't. Oh yeah, I took a shot because hell yeah, I wouldn't
tell
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think, man.
Nah, definitely, bro.
That I wouldn't tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, you would tell me, but like
Publicly.
Yeah, publicly. That's the main thing. I took a shot.
Like
Denied.
I fucked this girl. Like
yes.
I think I will own it.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
As you
But
should.
how about this?
Lying.
How about this? Not necessarily own it if someone called you out, but like, would you show someone you wouldn't go out of your way to show them?
Oh.
Honestly, maybe on some funny shit, like, yo, look what the fuck I did. But I feel like that's one girl before I found out I could get the bad bitches. So yeah.
So hold on. Is there like a period in your life where you've decided anything you've done before that just don't count?
No, it still counts, but it's just
Okay.
like,
Nope, I was a virgin up until I got married.
Facts. Still one now.
Yep. Well, shit. Hey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks.
Yes.
That was a great conversation.
Yeah.
Tell us one more time, where can we get your book and what is the name of your book?
It's called Fetishized, and it's out on August 19th, and it'll be everywhere. So anywhere you can buy books.
Amazing. Okay, fun. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, make sure you follow
Kaila.
Yes.
On everything. Thank you so much for pulling up. Thank y'all for watching. Hey, we got a live show in San Francisco, August 21st. Get your tickets, get you a VIP, pull up. It's going to be a great time. San Francisco, pull up. Thank you for watching No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Bye.